It's your boy Dale. Y'all now tuned in to the Get Right or Get Left podcast. And today, I got a really special guest with me. My sis, Catrice. Would you like
What's
to
up, y'all? It's me in the flesh, big sister, by the way. So glad I can be here today to join in on my brother's podcast. It's going to be a good topic we're going to talk about. Get right to it. We're going to say some things you like or don't like, but that's what it's about.
Yeah. Gotta have an open mindset when you tune in to the Get Right, Get Left podcast. Don't take anything we say offensive. Just have an open ear, open mindset, and you might learn something for real. So, today's topic is, when is the right time for any significant other to submit, whether it's a male or a female? Give me your true opinion. If you have a experience, if you don't mind sharing that, so people can really get the full understanding. But when is the perfect time for a male or female to submit?
Well, it depends. First, let's say, are you saying submit when you are having a conversation, like an argument, or not necessarily even an argument, just a conversation and you guys aren't seeing the same? Or in a relationship, are we talking about roles? You know, some might call it old-fashioned, where you have the man that's the provider, the leader, and then you have the woman that's the homemaker, and she has that traditional role of being more submissive.
Yeah.
So it just really depends what you want to talk about first.
I would love to talk about the overall submission when it comes to that dominance. Like, I've dealt with a couple females that don't like to feel like they being dominated. Like, they want a strong man to, lead, but deep down inside, when the man leads, they don't want to take that passenger side or, actually be beside that person. They want to still kind of lead themselves. But it's just like, I feel like a man should always lead the relationship. And a lot of females don't want to submit to the person. Now, don't get me wrong. I do feel like a man has to earn their respect from a female, so she can, kind of let their guard down to be submissive to, her man. But I feel like certain people don't know when to submit, because I feel like your time can run out.
Well, it's kind of hard to say it's a perfect, like, when do you submit? As a woman, when I've met the right man that I felt I could submit to, because I was single and I was a single parent. So when you are in that role, you innately take on a leadership role. You have to be more dominant and you take on a different mindset. But when you meet a man, you do have to kind of let your guard down, and that man has to show you that he can make better decisions than you. If I'm looking at a situation and I'm like, man, I wouldn't make that decision because I know I'm going to end up here, and I see that you're making the wrong decisions, I'm not going to be really amped to follow you or be submissive. But if I can see that you make good decisions, you make sacrifices, you doing what it takes to take care of your child or whatever, you handling business, it's easier for me to allow you to take on that role, and I can submit. And another thing is, we may not agree on everything. We're not going to. But when you present yourself as a man and you don't fold, and what you're legit doing is right, and I'm just kind of being pig-headed, when you stand 10 toes down on that, and I see that you don't waver, and it's not that you're trying to boss me, you just have a mindset that I know what I'm doing, she'll come around. And you will, because I will then be able to see with my own eyes, okay, yeah, I might not say nothing, and he's not going to necessarily say, see, I told you so. It's not about that either. It's sometimes just being patient and allowing that woman to come around if you love her enough But
you said a great word, patience. I feel like a woman can give a man so much patience. Like through the past years, my patience has most definitely increased, and it's most definitely thankful because just to achieve anything in life, you have to have patience.
yes.
My three top words I say is consistency, persistency, and patience.
Mm-hmm.
And through the past year, that's like I'm leveling up the stuff I want to do by living off them three words.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I most definitely feel like that patience is everything. Like the type of man that I am, how I move, I deserve. If I'm talking to any female, I deserve that dominant in the relationship because I'ma prove it. Now I do feel like it bothers me when I have to kind of continuously prove myself over and over. Like you know the type of man I am. Why don't you go ahead and give me that respect so I can lead us in the right direction? 'Cause I be feeling like a lot of
What's
females.
too long? Because I think with men, you guys have a tendency of you have an idea of how this woman should be loved or this is how it should go.
Mm-hmm.
And every woman isn't the same. You have to learn that woman just as well as she has to learn you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a song by Ella May, and I know y'all know it, Love Me Naked. And it's a certain part of that song where she says, are you prepared to, what does she say? Where she's, oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank, where she be like, are you prepared to see what's lost, to break down or something was behind my flaws? Like she says, like that song, it describes me on so many levels because it's basically saying like, yo, I got issues. Like, are you gonna love me when I'm fucked up? Are you gonna love me, I got problems, and are you prepared to peel back or break down them walls to really get to know me and love me? I'd say it all the time. I ain't for everybody. I am not for everybody, and that's okay. It takes a special kind of man to love me, a special kind of man to have that unconditional love and patience with me, because I like to think that I'm an alpha female. And if I get with another alpha male, we gonna bump heads.
Yeah.
But if I get with an alpha male who's patient and he doesn't allow my spoiled or whatever stupid ways that I might have, as men would say, like as a woman, I don't know. When he's not moved by that and he's just like, yo, I'm a man. I'm a man. And you gonna respect me as such.
Yeah.
You can fall in line or not, but I'm gonna still be the same man. I love you. I'm here for you. But I am a man.
Yeah. And I ain't gonna
That ain't gonna change.
It's kind of going off your worth. Like, I'm not gonna never bow down. I never bow down to any female. Like, I'm not gonna argue with no female. I say what I say, and I have my reasons why I say what I say, because at the end of the day, I know right from right and wrong from wrong. So I hate to be in a relationship and it's like I have to always prove myself. It's just like,
But you do.
but like, why over and over? Like, and I know
Well, maybe
a lot of
that's the old
females.
school in me. Like back in the day, believe it or not, men used to court a woman, and during that courting time, you would prove yourself to that woman to show her that I'm the best out here for you. There isn't another man that's going to love you and take care of you and provide for you and do the things that I do for you. I was in the 11th grade and a guy courted me for a whole year, and I never experienced anything like that, I think, since. But the things that he did, the way that he went out of his way for me, like just something as simple as making a point to say, I gotta tell you good night. I want to be the last person that you talk to every night.
Make you feel special.
That make you feel special. And it's not that you don't want it to be like, you just going through the motions. It's just, this is what you do with every woman. No, you're doing this for me. Because you see something in me. You want me. So it's like, if you're trying to prove yourself to a woman, it shouldn't be like, this is what I do with every woman when I'm with her, so she know I'm serious. No, like, get to know her and get to know what she likes and how he, like, if she mentions anything, I don't care if she say, I saw this teddy bear at JCPenney that I wanted. It was $50. I thought it was too much, but it was so cute. I collect teddy bears. And the next time she see you, you got it. It let her know you was listening, even though it was just in common conversation. You didn't talk about it too long, but it be things like that let her know. Not to mention you're protecting her or whatever. It's going to scream values. It's going to make you stand out versus anybody else that's trying to get with her.
For sure.
And she's going to submit because you're not like everybody else.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that. So how often do you need reassurance?
All the time. It never stops. It never stops. It feels good. It feels good to know. I don't care if we've been married for 50 years. I need you to tell me you still the only one for me, baby.
Every other day.
I don't care. Yep.
See,
I want you to hit my ass. I want you to kiss me on my forehead and say I love you so much. I can't see it. Yes.
See, and I guess that's something I have to work on as in being in a man. Like, I feel like my actions and the way I move should speak for itself, And, I always have actions behind anything that I do. But I just hate when a female try to make it seem like I'm not pulling my weight or I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. I really hate that. And when I come back within that, not argument, but within that confrontation, and I'm explaining like, damn, what about this and this? And they're like, well, you're right. And it's like,
you gotta
like, what you want me to do?
You gotta learn her. You gotta learn her. Every woman is not the same. And I've had issues with this in the past where, for example, you date a guy that got a lot of money. And his love language is buying you things. Every time he see you, a purse, earrings, outfit, shoes. I'm doing all of this for you. When really for me, it don't even take all of that. You know what I'm saying? All I might want you to do is just compliment me.
Yeah.
You look good today. Or let's go for a walk. Let's go work out together. Like, learn me and what I'm looking for. It can't be like, but I'm doing this, that, and the third, but I didn't ask you for that.
Yeah.
All I really want is this. So sometimes it just be that all of that stuff is good, but if that's not her love language, it's she gonna be like, that's not what I want. You're not doing what I want, and it's gonna cause conflict, and it make it seem like she don't appreciate you.
Yeah.
When she do, but it's just not exactly what she's looking for. It's like when I meet somebody, I try to be who I am, right up front. Put it all out on the table. What you get is what you see, and I'm really not going to change and vice versa. And it's just, once I learn you and I get to know you, you then give that person a chance to decide, like, do I want to be with this person? Because you do have to go out of your way sometimes to cater to them. If you're paying attention, if you know what they like and what they don't like and vice versa, if that person is worth it, you're not going to mind.
Yeah.
You're not going to mind. I had one person, I've met men in the past, but it's just like one person in particular, he's no longer with us. Like, I was changing. He made me see all of my childish, inconsiderate, selfish ways about myself, and to be in a relationship, a marriage for that matter, because that's what we were working on. I had to let go of some things, and I had to let him lead. And the way that he carried himself, I had nothing but respect for him. it's just, and this is after 2-3 years, and after we broke up, we were together, then we broke up, and the breakup was my fault.
Mm-hmm.
It was my fault because of my own insecurities, child.
Yeah.
I hate that. And then he would not take me back. He said no, and I basically was like begging him. He was like, no, if you feel this way, then that means we have some issues that we need to work out.
Yeah.
And I would rather we work out those issues. I'm not going nowhere. I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get back together, we got to work this out. We need to see where this is coming from,
mm-hmm.
because I didn't think I was doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
And because you think I am, then that means I can't trust you. And I want to trust you, and I want this with you.
Mm-hmm.
So for another year, we worked out our issues. We talked, we communicated, we spent time. It wasn't a lot of, we weren't intimate. It was never about sex.
Mm-hmm.
It was about us.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with that man and who he was and how he was patient, how he loved me, and how I got to know him and how he got to know me, and we had an understanding.
Yeah.
It's easy to submit to somebody that you know, like when y'all really been through some stuff and he could have walked away,
Mm-hmm.
or she could have walked away.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
but they
there, and it's your fault, you know, or it was her fault, or whatever. Like, you know, you messed up.
Yeah,
like, dang,
that hit a whole nother topic. Like,
dang,
I done been in relationships where it's just like, you giving me this much hell, and you want me to do this and that, but you've been the main one that's been causing it. So it's just like, what do you want me to do? And that's why I be feeling like my effort sometimes just still sticking it out, you know. I'd have been in a relationship where it's like, why you gotta argue with me? Because I don't like arguing.
I'm an argumentative person.
I don't like arguing. So why you want to argue me all the time? Like, what? Like, and for some reason, females love to get a reaction out of me. But when I don't give them their reaction, oh, you don't care. Yeah, I don't care about the situation, because we done probably already talked about it 2 or 3 times.
That might not be the one, because also you can also tell when people do things to get a reaction out of you, because I don't like that.
Yeah.
As a man, when men do that to women, that's some real bitch ass.
Yeah, that's some females.
Like, that's some bitch ass.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Like,
yeah,
you kind of expect it from a woman. Because it's petty, and I mean, I hate to say it, ladies, we can be petty. But you got some men that can be just as petty.
Yeah,
like, what is wrong with you?
That
and
is
it's
true.
such a turn off. It's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
You ain't got to lie to kick it. Stop. Don't do stuff just to see what I'm going to say and how I'm going to react.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to give it to you.
Yep.
How about that? I'm going to give it to you, and I'm going to be a whole... Yeah, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you proper, just like how you want it, because you playing.
Yeah.
You playing with my emotions.
Yep.
I don't like that.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Like,
don't
you got
do
the
that.
right one.
Yeah, like, and that be the thing, and that what hurts me more than anything. Don't do nothing when you know I'm going to feel some type of way about it. You know I'm going to feel some type of way about it. And when I give you a reaction that you don't like, now you still in your feeling because I still didn't give you the reaction that you like. Like, what you want from me? Like, what you want? So it's like I hate
really
to be
good.
Yeah, I hate to be put in a lose situation. If I do this, I lose. If I do that, I still lose. So it's like,
I'm quick. I will ghost you. If anybody out there watching it, they know. I will ghost your ass in a minute.
yeah.
I will ghost you.
I
don't
went
have
completely
time for
ghost.
that. I don't, man. Listen.
I just stopped talking for a little minute. You like, you didn't talk to me. I ain't got nothing to say
Call
to
me
you.
Blockiana. You get blocked, I will ghost you. Here today, going tomorrow. Don't play with me.
Period.
I don't have time. I am too old to be. I'm somebody's mama. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm somebody's mama out here in these streets. To a girl. Ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need for you to man up. Whatever it is you got to say it. Man up. Because I've been somebody's mama, a single mama for 14 years, and you have to have a certain mindset. So when a man comes to me and he wants to be that man and he wants me to submit to me, you got to know that you're dealing with a woman who has a mindset of, honestly, a mother and a father.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm different.
Mm-hmm.
Your approach to me has to be different.
You gotta come correct.
You know, when you come to my home, you see what I drive. Not to boast or brag. You look at my daughter. We doing good. I'm doing well for myself. So if you want to come into that, I don't need you to take care of me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about that. You got to add to my life in a certain way. You got to complement my life in a certain way. And if you want me to be submissive, I don't even... Like I said, I really only had one man to really do that, to teach me. He taught me so much. Taught me so much by not giving in to me. Believe it or not, he did not give in to some things that I just wanted to. It should just like, oh, I'm a girl, so you should just do it this way and just let me have my way because I'm a woman. And he's like, no.
Yeah.
That don't make sense.
It don't work like that all the time, yeah. So... last question, saying we finna wrap it on up. Do you feel like a woman should submit first or a man should submit first? Or does it matter? Because every relationship different, you know.
Okay, being submissive in this day and age is not about... I don't know if I could specify who should submit first. Because nothing is traditional anymore.
True.
So it's because sometimes you have to be submissive to each other. If it's a traditional way, yes, the woman has to submit and follow suit. I'm sorry. If it's a traditional, like an old school way, but this day and age, I think it's sometimes it's the man, sometimes it's the woman. You know, it really depends. It really does depend.
Yeah. I totally agree with that. I just feel like going back to the alpha, like being an alpha man, it's like I gotta see some type of submissive in that woman, so I won't get my feelings hurt. Because I feel like if a man submit first, now he look like this. Now he like the bitch.
She gonna fall in line if you doing what you need to do. Like, now that I'm older and after having the experience that, listen, I want to submit. Okay? Mic check, 1 2 1 2. I want to submit. I'm tired of being like I'm tired. You know, it's just a matter of finding the right one to submit to that I can trust, that I know won't lead me on a bad path, because I can do bad by myself. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing what you're supposed to do, you loving on her the way she wants to be loved, that woman, she's going to innately fall in line. It's not. We are nurturers at heart. I'm gonna naturally want to take care of you. Like, you come to my house, you hungry, you thirsty, what you want to do? like I'm gonna make sure that you're good. I'm gonna make sure that you're comfortable. That part is just in me. I want to love you and make sure you're good. You know, when you come here, you're gonna be comfortable. You're gonna have a full stomach. You're gonna be happy. You're gonna have that to worry about. I'm not trying to nag you. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I want to do. But then you got different definitions of nagging. We can talk about that. That's a whole other topic, man. That whole nagging shit. You know, like, you know, men be all, man, that's a... We should have talked about that. Nagging. Like, ain't no woman to like nagging. Ain't no, I'm just trying to talk. And he's like, you trying to talk to me during this football game? Like, it's a commercial. But like, being submissive, if the man is worthy of it, that woman ain't gonna care. She is not gonna care.
Yeah. For sure. Do you feel like the word respect goes a long way in that? Because I feel like it does. And that's the reason why I kind of take it to heart as well. Like, damn, if you can't submit to me, I feel like you don't respect me as a man, because obviously you don't trust me. You might feel like I'm not loyal or anything, but I can't be loyal to somebody that don't trust me. I can't be loyal to somebody that can't really submit to me. So like, why should I?
So if you acknowledge that, you got to work on that with that person. If she's worth, because that was one thing that me and my dude at the time we had to work on, was trust. But it was my own insecurities. You know, we as people, we go through things in the past, and we can bring things into the new relationships. And you gotta work that out. I know people hear it all the time, but it really is true. You know, you have to work that kind of stuff out before you get into these new relationships. Or if you are lucky enough and you meet somebody and you still dealing with things, that person don't want to deal with it. They didn't do that to you, and it's not fair for them. You have some people who like, we'll work it out together. I understand. I've been through something like that before, so I know what you're going through. Then you got people that's just like, nah, my G, I'm good. Yeah. I'm good. I'm straight on you. You holler at me when you work that out. Yeah. So it's like,
I feel that.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna wrap it up for this topic. I hope y'all was staying in tune with what we were saying. If you made it this far, appreciate it. I'm gonna catch y'all later. So glad to have you on my show.
Glad to be
y'all,
here.
This is my sis. I love her to death. Like, oh my.
I'm so glad.
Like, this was my first trip to seeing my siblings. Any of y'all that really know me, I was raised as an only child, but to have them in my life is it's starting off the 2022 more than blessed, highly favored. But make sure y'all tune in to the Get Right, Get Left.
Leave your comments too. I'm interested to know what y'all think, what you say, if you think we should talk about it more.
yeah. If y'all think we should do a part 2, most definitely drop that in the comments for sure. But make sure y'all like, share, comment, tell your friends, parents, everybody. You can get on that.